Hey there, and welcome back to our Okie Dokie Life. Today I am making fire cider. I've talked about fire cider in a couple of my other videos. Fire cider is an immunity booster. It can be taken daily as a preventative, or it can be taken at the onset of symptoms. It's also a really good concoction for your gut health. So follow along as we assemble this fire cider. First off, I'm going to use horseradish. Recipe called for about 7 ounces. This is about 5 ounces, but that'll be fine. We're going to be using this Weck jar. A friend of mine recommended this. So we're going to just plop that up. And of course, always make sure you've cleaned everything before adding your items to it. But what we're going to do is just chop up this horseradish real quick. And it smells like horseradish. Whew, that'll clean your sinuses. Okay, we're just going to add this to the jar. Next, it calls for ginger root. It calls for 7 ounces. Again, I have about 5 ounces. So that'll work just fine. And I'm just going to chop this just kind of similar to like what I did on the horseradish. And just like the horseradish, this is very fragrant. But it smells so good. You could peel your ginger and your horseradish, but I'm just leaving it as it is. A little bit smaller pieces here. Add that to the jar. And once we get all of our ingredients in, this will sit in our pantry for a month before we actually strain it off and use it. Now we'll add those to the jar. Okay, and next it asks for turmeric. I wasn't able to find turmeric fresh, so I just ordered some off of Amazon actually. That was just a already chopped up turmeric. And this recipe calls for 2 ounces or a 1/4 cup. So I'm going to measure out a 1/4 cup here. And we're going to add that to the jar. Turmeric is great for your health. It is an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. It helps with arthritis, eczema. It's a pain reliever, great for your respiratory system. And there's even studies showing that it helps with cancer. And I've heard from a friend of ours that their doctor had told them that it is great for your colon. So it's just a really great thing to have in this. So the next thing that we're going to add is an onion. 1 onion chopped. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going to cut off the ends real quick. Okay, I'm just going to kind of slice them. Nothing real fine. I'm just going to, like a big chop. I'll add that to the jar. Okay, now we've got that in. Now the next thing is garlic, and it asks for 10 cloves of garlic. So we're gonna peel the garlic and slightly crush the garlic. And you could use like minced garlic in this. I'm just trying to go with the more whole ingredients this time. Last time I made it, I didn't have all of the access to as many of the whole ingredients. So I'm just wanting to kind of see if there's a big difference in like the dried powdered versions of stuff versus the whole. Peeling the garlic is a little tedious, but it's worth it for all the goodness you get from garlic. Garlic's another one of those that is like almost a cure-all. I mean, if you have the cold and flu symptoms, add garlic to whatever you're eating. It's great. It's an expectorant, so it helps you cough up all that gunk that you have when you have like a cold. So it's really good for your respiratory system. But it's good for other, it has other health benefits as well. There's just so many with it. If you can add garlic to whatever you're eating, do it. It will benefit you. Okay, that one garlic head gave us pretty much the 10 cloves that we need. So I'm going to smash these and then chop them up just a little bit. And by smashing these, this just helps release the goodness that is garlic. So now I'm just going to kind of chop these up a little bit or mince them. Okay, we're going to add that to the jar. And if a little bit of paper gets in there, that's fine. We're going to be straining this off before we consume it anyways, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so next it asks for a lemon. So we're going to take one lemon, and it just asks for it to be sliced. And we're not going to peel it or anything. We're just going to slice it. And then add it to our jar. And the next ingredient is an orange. Likewise, slice and add. And 2 to 3 jalapenos. And I do need to wash these. So I'm gonna go wash these real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I got those jalapenos washed. So now we're just going to slice these. And we can put the seeds and everything in the jar. And you may want to put gloves on for this if your hands are sensitive to the juices from the jalapenos. I think I'll be fine this time. I may end up regretting it, but we'll see. And we'll just add these to the jar. This will give us a little bit of heat to really kick any bug that we have. Now it's asking for 3 sticks of cinnamon. I just got this from Walmart. Oh, cinnamon smells so good. And I think yeah, we just put the 3 sticks in there. Now it's asking for 3 sprigs of rosemary. And that smells so good. And I'm just going to kind of rub it around to kind of release some of those, that smell. It's just so fragrant. It smells so good. And this is going to be a gorgeous jar. Stuff it down in there like that. And then it asks for 6 sprigs of thyme. So we're going to just add these. And I did already rinse these. I rinsed them while I was doing the jalapenos. Just going to add these down in there. I might did a little more than 6, but that's not going to hurt anything. Okay, and then we also need some black peppercorn. And the recipe calls for a teaspoon. So I'll grab a teaspoon of this. Sprinkle that up. And the peppercorn helps your body absorb the benefits of the turmeric. The turmeric is great, but it really needs the pepper to help your body absorb the good nutrients from it. Okay, and then last but certainly not least, we're going to add our apple cider vinegar. And so we're just going to pour apple cider vinegar in there to cover all of our goodies in the jar. And you want a raw, unfiltered, unpasteurized apple cider vinegar. And with the mother in there is best. And we're just gonna pour that in there. Let's see if I can get that little stopper out of there. I'll be right back. Okay, had to get pliers, but this will flow a lot quicker now. Okay. Guess we're gonna need to open this other bottle. And we'll just push those sprigs down in there. I'm going to top it with just a little bit more. And that works. So we'll put a lid on this and put it in our pantry for about 30 days. Let it sit and let it extract all that goodness out of all the ingredients that we added to the jar. And then after that 30 days, we'll strain off all of this and bottle it up. When we bottle it, we can add honey to our bottles to taste. You can do that, or you can leave it out. If you do get honey, it's best if you can get from a local source, because honey is great for helping with those allergies. And if you can get it local, it helps you with the allergies that are in your area. But thank you for watching as I've made fire cider for our health, and we'll see you next time. Bye.